Moment that shocked the WWE Universe. It is a moment that nobody expected it to happen, just like when The Undertaker streak ended at WrestleMania 30, or when a pay-per-view is left on a shocking moment that forced us to tune to tomorrow's Monday Night Raw to see what happened next. Now, a lot of moments happened on Summerslam, a lot of shocking moments. Now, if we have to talk about all of it, this video will be 30 or even 45 minutes, and that is too long. So today I'm gonna talk about only the 5 shocking but moment that took place in the modern era only. So this is the 5 shocking SummerSlam moment in the modern era. Let's start. Number 5. Randy Orton vs Brock Lesnar SummerSlam 2016. So this was the big return of Randy Orton, his pay-per-view back, and it was against Brock Lesnar. Raw vs SmackDown. The match started great, but then Brock Lesnar started beating Randy Orton on his forehead violently with his high elbow, and because of that, Randy suffered a concussion, which was an accident of course, because blood was supposed to come out, but just a little bit of blood. But instead, so much blood started coming out that Randy suffered a concussion, which made Chris Jericho so furious that he confronted Brock Lesnar in the back stage after their match, where Lesnar apologized to Orton and Chris Jericho. But nobody expected that. Nobody expected the match and the main event to end like this. Everybody was shocked, including me, because I wanted Orton to win because I prefer SmackDown than Raw. But this was a big night for both Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar, and it left everybody surprised. Number 4. Brock Lesnar vs John Cena SummerSlam 2014. So everybody expected the match to be similar like the match they had at Extreme Rule, but instead it turns out to be different, a lot more different, as Lesnar, how can I say this? He had murdered John Cena. Cena didn't do anything in the match except getting beaten by Lesnar, with Cena getting I think 16 German suplex and then the F5. When the match was over, everybody was shocked and nobody expected Brock to defeat John Cena like this. What a night it was. Number 3. John Cena vs Seth Rollins in a winner-takes-all match. So everybody thought, and when I say everybody, I mean me, because that's what I thought that Cena was going to retain and win the WWE Championship, because, you know, Seth was a heel at that time, so I didn't like him. But then Stewart came into the ring and suddenly hit Cena with the chair, allowing Seth to deliver a stomp, with then Seth Rollins became the new WWE, he retained his WWE Championship, and at the same time he became the new United States Champion. That match was amazing, and it was a great way for Seth to win both the championship. Everybody was surprised with the finish, and it was an amazing night to remember. Number 2. Brie vs Stephanie McMahon SummerSlam. So while watching that match, some people wanted Stephanie to win and some wanted Brie to win. And I personally wanted Brie to win. But there was a moment in the match where Brie and Nikki was around Stephanie, and at that moment everybody wanted Stephanie to get beaten. And I can bet on that. But then from out of nowhere, Nikki turned on Brie, and that allowed Stephanie to win the match by delivering the pedigree on Brie to pick up the victory. And of course, the feud didn't end well. It ended up being stupid, and that rivalry had the potential to be one of the greatest rivalry of all time, but WWE failed to do so. Of course, it started great, but it ended up being the worst. But still, it was a shocking moment that night. And finally, the last one. Here's the number 1. John Cena vs Daniel Bryan SummerSlam 2013. Special guest referee Triple H. So when Daniel Bryan defeated John Cena, everybody screamed in happiness. Everybody loved that Daniel Bryan was the new WWE champion. And then suddenly Triple H turned heel and delivered the pedigree to Daniel, allowing Orton to cash in and become the new WWE champion. Everybody was shocked, and it was an amazing way to end SummerSlam 2013. It was the building of Daniel Bryan leading to WrestleMania 30, where he won the WWE Championship after defeating Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton, all the members of Evolution. That SummerSlam will always be remembered and will always be one of the greatest SummerSlam of all time. It was a great night for Daniel Bryan. Lol. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like and let me know in the comments down below what you think of the video. And remember to follow me on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links available in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen.